Welcome to round 2 against Cariosis. Sorry if I butchered that name. From replays, I saw he was playing blue-white control, which is good news for me. I like my matchup against blue-white. Let's see how we went. Yeah, first hand, 2-lander, one of which is Ayavugan. That's just never really keepable. Even on the draw, I ship that. And this is a bit better. Against blue-white, it's horrific, but most versions play a Myria Angel, so Day of Judgment shouldn't be too bad. Growth Spasm, that's pretty much perfect. And I run out the Chalice here. I don't want to risk not drawing a land off Explore, but I do, so didn't need to worry. He counters, yeah, he counters that. That's actually pretty good for him. This one resolves. And there's the Amiri Angel. I am going to just destroy this right now. It gets out of hand pretty quickly. There's not many ways I can deal with it. I'd have liked to play the Chalice there, but Tectonic Edge. So, Chalice, which unfortunately gets countered. Just draw land, pass the turn. Now I start taking hits from Colonnade. Yep, didn't expect Temple to stay around for that long. Neither Oracle, but I would have just bashed in here with Colonnade, but he wants to play Jace, that's fine. And all I get is a Temple, so I'm going to kill Jace. Another Tectonic Edge, and Gideon could be a big problem. So let's see if I can draw myself out of this. There is an All Is Dust. Now, if he didn't play the Jace, now I don't know at what point he drew the Gideon, but I would have been dead right here. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you draw the second Edge or Gideon or what, but definitely think he should have attacked with the Colonnade. Because here I would only be able to block one. As it stands, I'll go to one, and he has no cards in hand. I'm just gonna pray he doesn't have top deck a removal spell. I was terrified that this was going to be Day of Judgment, but it's just a Chalice. And he neglects to activate Gideon, which is interesting. Now, here's something that people don't seem to comprehend is when I'm attacking your Planeswalker with Annihilator, you can annihilate the Planeswalker rather than 4 other permanents. So it probably wasn't relevant here, but I see people do that time and time again. Sacrifice a needless permanent. Like, the attack doesn't redirect to you. Game is pretty much sealed up. Game 2. On to game 2 against blue-white control. And I apologise if my voice was crackling in the previous game. I think I'm coming down with a cold. So he has no turn to play. That's fine for me. Another All Is Dust that's going to be in handy. I took out Day of Judgment, even though he's playing a Mirror Angel. I thought it's just not necessary. I'm going to be trying to I'm going to try and play the Summoning Trap route. So I needed to cut something. I always dust the Jace here. I don't want him getting more card advantage, but here he plays another one, and this is where I make a mistake that probably ends up costing the game. I waste an All Is Dust on the second one, when I know he has Emiria Angels and I've taken out Day of Judgments. And unfortunately for me, here is the first Emiria Angel. Now there's no tokens yet, but they start pretty soon. I try and destroy one of them to stem the bleeding, but I do not get to keep my Annihilator, so even though I got rid of one successfully, I'm going to take a lot of damage. The only out I have is the last, and he doesn't want me getting lands, the last All Is Dust. Oh, well, there's three, because they got shuffled back in. But yeah, another Jace. Yeah, things aren't looking good here. Activates the Colonnade here. I think it's just wasting mana because I'm going to destroy it anyway, but maybe thought he had to force me to use it. Counterspell here stops me from digging. That really seals the deal for him. Luminarch Ascension. Not looking good. So top deck an Ulamog, but that really doesn't help. He's a bit hasty here. He doesn't activate any abilities, he just attacks with birds. I can survive, but it doesn't amount to anything. There was no way I could capitalize on that. Unless I top deck All Is Dust and hope he doesn't have a counterspell, which I don't. So off to game 3.